What's going on, my pupils? You can call me JJ, and welcome back to A Sight for Sore Eyes. In today's episode, we're going to be reacting to Season 5 of Black Mirror. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Black Mirror or not, but Black Mirror is a fantastic show. In my opinion, Black Mirror is basically a show that takes humans' ideas and aspirations for technology and combines them with the anxieties and the insecurities that humans have. The show gets very dark and is super fascinating. I really enjoyed all of the seasons leading up to this one, and I really dove in deep when I was watching them. So I thought it would be really fun to go over and do a reaction with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is something that I've never done before. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll definitely go through this. So let me officially welcome you to the reaction video. Today, we're gonna be reacting to the first of 3 episodes. I know it's a little disappointing there's only 3 episodes of this season, but what can we do? We'll be reacting to the first of the 3 episodes of this season, and this episode is called Striking Vipers. When old college friends Danny and Carl reconnect in a VR version of their favorite video game, the late night sessions yield an unexpected delivery. This is going to be the first episode of our journey, guys. All of these episodes are amazing, so I don't want to waste too much time talking. We're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna make sure I get myself a nice dab and roll up a joint so I can really enjoy it. And I hope if you guys aren't already watching that you'll go back, watch the seasons and catch up, or at least just jump in and watch the episodes at home. You know, pause the video here if you want, and then jump back and we can all discuss it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you guys after I check this out. But first, let's get a dab in true A Sight for Sore Eyes fashion. Get smoked up, get baked, and get in it. So let's do it.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Is this going to hurt?
The game emulates all physical sensations.
Is that a yes or no? It does!
I'm gonna fuck you up!
Alright guys, what's going on, and welcome back. I've just finished watching this episode, so before we get down to this episode, I'm gonna light this joint. While I'm lighting this joint, I just want to let you guys know, I've been super excited for this series to come back on. I've been waiting for at least like a year for the show to come back on, so I was super excited, and I'm super excited to get down and watch all of these episodes. And just in case, I'm gonna say it right now, there's definitely spoilers in this episode. Okay guys, so my overall opinion of the episode, it was a little different. It was very erotic. So, you know, so basically the whole idea of the show was like, you know, these friends from back in the day, friends throughout their whole lives, both of them, one's a kind of more party animal, and the other kind of ends up becoming more of a family guy. And you know, you can both tell that they're both kind of looking at each other's lives, kind of thing, and comparing. But anyways, as they were kids, they used to play a game. Basically, buddy, basically the game. all right. Look, I'm trying to get my thoughts together here. Basically, the episode comes down to people wandering off, and there's a new video game where they become the characters and they're able to fight. But what happens is that they end up getting like sexually involved in the game, in the VR game. So him and his buddy, they start like, as a different characters, a guy and a girl character, they start to like have a relationship in this game. One of the guys with the family stops like becoming romantically involved with his wife, you know, and they were trying to have kids, so the wife ends up thinking that he's cheating on her. And it does create this cool concept where, you know, people get so involved in the video game that, you know, that his wife started to think that there was something going on because he wasn't being emotionally involved or romantic with her. So she started to think that that he was cheating on her, you know, and she was trying to figure out something that was going on. But at the other side of it, at the same time, it was the two best friends trying to figure out if they had intimately with each other or if it was just a game. You know, one of the guys was saying, he was like, no man, it's just like porn, man, you know, like it's not. Because basically what happened is one of the guys in the game that was playing as the girl started to fall in love, kind of, at least in the game. He said that the sex for playing as the girl character was like, you know, he's like, normally as a guy it's like a guitar solo. He's like, but as playing as the girl, he's like, it's a whole orchestra. So it was really strange, you know, because one character, they kind of fell in love, and then at one point Buddy had to break it right off, you know, and was like, no, we can't play this game anymore. And it was more so interesting just to kind of see the involvement of the technology, how it was creating. They were living this whole other life, you know, like they're trying to figure like what's, you know, trying to make sense of it for themselves. But in the very end, which I thought was, I didn't really like, in my opinion, how I would feel about like the whole end. I mean, in the end, because they were all kind of bored with their lives is kind of what I took from the whole episode, is that they're all just bored with their lives and the relationships that they were in. And in the end, his buddy, and then the wife just like, they all get in one night a month where him and his buddy would be able to play the game together and, you know, have that romantic life or whatever. And then the wife went out to get herself involved. And I don't know, I didn't really like that 100%, because I was like, oh man, I just feel like their whole relationship is broken and nothing was resolved. But it's interesting, man, because the same device was used in another episode, but when the people went into the game, they didn't have the human genitalia. So, man, so I can see, like, as a developer, like how that would be a cool technology in a world, and like people would definitely buy it, you know. One of the main characters, he had a really bad leg in the real world, but when he was in this game world, his leg was fine, you know, and they were having, you know, it was, so like I could see how like that technology could definitely be used and marketed wide scale. The guy who had fallen in love was talking to his buddy. He's like, man, he's like, you know, I played with the non-player characters, like the NPCs, man. He's like, they just kind of lay there, you know. He's like, I played multiplayer, you know. He's like, a couple of people, he's like, at one point he's like, man, he's like, I even had sex with the polar bear character, man. He's like, I fucked a polar bear, man. He's like, nothing's to say without you, man. So it was a little weird, man. Like in the end, two friends were like, man, we gotta make sure this isn't me and you really in love. But like they meet, they're like, man, I don't actually love you. It is really just in the game. And the wife finds out, and he tells his wife, like, cause she's like, what has been going on? Like, why do you hate your best friend? Why don't you, like, do you not love me type thing? And so it kind of ends with him going about to tell her what's going on. And as it ends off, we see, you know, him count the calendar. He sees a certain date. You know, they both, his wife comes and gives him a gift. Oh, it's his birthday. It was his birthday. Every year on his birthday, that's what it was, man, on the calendar. Because his wife they both exchanged a gift, a box, which was, the wife put her ring in it, and I think he put his ring in it. He went and put his head things on. Him and his buddy linked up, and then the wife ended up going out and finding her own person for the night, which is, you know, cool in a sense that they all work something out, but it's just like, how long until the wife leaves him or something? I feel like, oh man, you know, damn, like I feel like it's unresolved. All in all, the episode was pretty cool. The idea of being able to play the virtual reality games in those worlds and be able to have sex in the virtual reality world, you know, it's not like that far off right now. They have pretty close to stuff like that already with the VR headsets, and then like fleshlights and things like that, and there's stuff that you can pair. Like things are getting pretty good. So I can imagine like 50 years from now, when they have really fine-tuned technology, that you have something similar to that. You know, it's really not that far off. And you know, and sex and stuff like that is natural. You know, it's not a weird thing, right? But yeah, it was a very strange episode. The interesting thing to see the way the game ended up impacting both their lives and how it hurt the relationships. You know, the one guy had the sex he was having in the game was so good that it ruined his other relationships that he was having in the outside world. He couldn't get off, and he just didn't enjoy people he was with. The other guy was falling in love with the girl character, you know, and was feeling free and feeling powerful, you know, feeling good about himself. The wife was the one who got the kind of the shortest end of the stick, I guess. You know, I don't really feel like she got the best end of it, you know, just going off into the real world, you know, like, again, because I feel like she might, you know, end up falling in love with somebody else, and I just feel like that's, you know, it's like, damn, you feel like maybe did he trade the game? Did they trade the game for that one day a year to escape their lives for the potential? Did they maybe trade that for their lives, you know? I don't know. I really waited a long time for these episodes, so it was definitely different. It was worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch. I'm really curious and excited to see what the next episodes have in store for us. So I'm really just looking forward to see what comes next. So I hope you guys like this episode. Definitely put it down in the comments, man, if you guys are enjoying this, because this is something new. I don't know if this is gonna be cool. I don't know if you guys want to sit in here and just chat with me and see what I think about these episodes, but this one I'm gonna say was pretty cool. It was a little strange, but it was a different concept, man. It was interesting, because we all have friends that you game with and stuff, right? But not like that, I guess. I don't know. It was definitely interesting, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight, but I think that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, but I think that's all the time we've got for tonight. So until the next time, I'll catch those eyes around the way. Peace.